If you want more money, if you want more time, if you want better health, this is the one thing that will help you get it, and that is putting yourself first. But I'm going to tell you how, because you probably hear people say that all the time, and you're like, oh yeah, I put myself first. I know what that's like. But I'm here to tell you that you probably don't, because there are probably areas in your work life and in your personal life where you're truly not doing that because you have believed the lie. And the lie is this: that putting yourself first is greedy, that it's selfish, and that it's just another way for people to make us buy more candles and spa dates. But that's not what this is about. This is about actually using your voice, advocating for yourself, and that is a form of caring for yourself. Because many times, if you have dealt with people pleasing, and that's something that I have dealt with, so many of my clients come to me because they have dealt with people pleasing, but they haven't put no word on it. And so when I start working with them and they realize, like, oh yeah, this is definitely me, they realize that putting themselves first is really the key for them to have more of the results that they want in their life, with money, with time, and with their health. And so let me show you what you can do starting with money. Now, most of the clients that I work with are typically those that are looking to start a passion project or a business, or they want to make more money in the business that they're in, or they work in a position where they don't feel like there's equity anymore, meaning they're working, they have the same title, the same pay, but they really desire to be challenged. They really desire to be in a different salary band. They just want to elevate from what they've been doing. What I notice every time, without a shadow of a doubt, the women that I'm working with talk about how they're disappointed that they weren't chosen. They put the power of who they are and what they desire in the hands of the people that they're trying to prove themselves to. This is the part about putting yourself first, because when you put yourself first, you are not looking to prove yourself. You're not worried about stepping on toes and playing nice. You will articulate what you desire, and you'll do it from a place of knowing that you are already worthy. You're not trying to create this worth. It's already something that you're worthy of. And this is not fake entitlement. These women that I work with have the receipts. You hear me? Have the receipts of already being that woman, being that girl, being that woman that already has the goods. And so putting themselves first is a form of saying what you desire, advocating for yourself. That is putting yourself first. That is a form of self-care. And so I really help them consider, okay, how can you already know that you are worthy of this promotion, that what you desire is already yours? How would you show up? You get to ask yourself, how would you show up? How would you talk? How would you be in these meetings? How would you even react if you didn't get the promotion? Would you react in a way that, oh my goodness, they are not allowing me to have X, Y, and Z. They won't let me be great. But if we have the power, which we do, we wouldn't have all of our eggs in the basket of the person that's in front of us. We would know that the thing is still ours. The promotion is ours. The abundance is still ours. And we get to put ourselves first by saying, hey, I don't have to stay loyal to this company if there is a greater good that I desire to serve. And that also comes with an additional paycheck and a more challenging position so that I can live more of my purpose. And that's putting yourself first. And that's not wrong, especially because I know you have a purposeful way that you want to run your life. And you know that everything that you do is purpose-filled. And because of that, what you desire, advocating for what you desire is not wrong. You are going to do so much good in the world. And because of that, you get to not write it off as, oh, I'll wait for them to give me what I believe I desire. No, I'm going to go ahead and receive it in the way that might not be what I thought it was going to be, because I'm going to put myself first. I'm not going to sit back and wait on it. So that is one way you can have more money by putting yourself first. The other thing is time. This is a big one because the women that I work with are in places like positions, I said places, but places, positions that are demanding their time, demanding their knowledge, demanding their energy. And they have to get better sometimes at saying no, saying yes to themselves by really prioritizing what truly is important. So they say yes to the correct things, to the right things, the things that actually light them up, instead of the things that they know are draining their energy. And so that is a way of putting yourself first, literally telling people no, and not doing it from this place of, oh, I don't have to do my job, because many women that I work with, I already know you are a high achiever. You gotta be a high achiever. If you're watching this video, I know you're a high achiever. And you're a high achiever, you're already going to do all the things required to make sure that the results in your business, the results at work or your career are going to happen. And so you don't owe someone another 10 minutes, another hour. You actually get to step into your power and decide that something is not going to be a priority for you because you have your own priorities. This even goes beyond just work related. If you are a businesswoman and you are someone that works so much that you want to make sure you make time for your family, you get to say no to things at work. And that is a form of putting yourself first. You can't even excel at work as much as you would like to, knowing in the back of your mind that you're not doing what you desire to do at home or doing the things that are most important to you. So put yourself first. It's going to give you more time for what you actually desire. And the last thing, which is really close to me, is putting yourself first allows you to have better health, you all. Listen, I left my full-time job because, well, one of the reasons is because I had high blood pressure, and I had never had high blood pressure in my life. And I wasn't putting myself first. I was putting the needs of my job, putting the needs of even my clients in front of my own health, meaning I didn't allow my body to catch up with itself. I just kept saying yes. I kept running. I've said this many times that I traveled 70% of the time. 70%. That's like being home like 1 week, a month. And that was what it was like. And because of that, I suddenly had high blood pressure. And that was my wake-up call of saying, Desiree, you have to put yourself first so that you can be available to pour into people. What I'm doing right here in this video is what I was doing in real life. This is real life too, but what I was doing in real life, I was training, I was coaching, I was doing keynotes, and I was really loving pouring into people. This right here gives me so much energy. But the problem was I wasn't allowing myself to catch up with myself. I was just getting super excited into being able to pour into people, but I can't pour out of an empty cup. And that is when I realized I'm not putting myself first in this. I can't serve people really well if I don't put myself first, if I'm not saying no to things, keeping my time, owning the money too. So not owning my health, not owning the time, not owning saying yes to my money, the things that are going to help me continue to do the good work. It would be a disservice to myself, it's a disservice to my clients, all the things. And so I hope that this is giving you permission to give yourself permission to start putting yourself first and not worrying about what other people are going to have to say about it. Because as a recovering people pleaser, I know it's in the back of your mind, like, oh my goodness, if I start saying no to things, what are people going to think? How are people going to act? Are people going to think I'm selfish? You have to know that that's just not who you are, and that putting yourself first is that not an act of selfishness. You have to reframe what it is for you. So if you like what I'm putting down, matter of fact, if you love what I'm putting down, go ahead and click the link below, because I have a course that's coming out that's not done yet, but when it is, you'll be the first to know, and you'll even get a sneak peek by clicking the link below of my Future Her course. One of the foundations of what I help every client with comes from this Future Her course that I'm creating, and you get to be the first to see it, at least in its rawest form. So go ahead and click the link below, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. So until the next time, be soft, be powerful.